Hey everyone, Mike Vogel here from Las Vegas, joined by Caps General Manager President Brian MacLellan as the Caps get ready for the NHL Draft here tomorrow and Saturday. But plenty of activity going on here, Mac. The entire NHL world is here. A lot of talk. Seems like with the more than a token increase in the salary cap this year, seems like you and your cohorts, there's a little bit of liberation there. Seems like the shackles are off a little bit, and there's probably a little more trade talk going on now than usual.
Yeah, it seems to be a lot of conversation. I think the increase in salary cap benefits the free agents that are coming in. So I think probably guys will be a little more aggressive in signing the free agents.
And Mac, you did make a pretty big deal last week and swinging a swap with Los Angeles and Darcy Kemper to the Kings and getting P.L. Dubois to fill a need in your top six. How did that deal come together, and what do you see P.L. His role and his value to the Caps in the years ahead?
Yeah, I think hopefully we have, we acquired a young player he's actually played 8 years in the league. So, he's a young player that's experienced. I think we got a player that we think we can get more out of consistently, and we're excited to have him. We're going to give him a good opportunity, a good role on the team. The coaching staff's excited. The player seems excited. So hopefully it's a good fit going forward.
And with that move, you guys have 5 guys up the middle. You've got, I think, 4 NHL right-handed defensemen. So you're kind of stacked at a few key positions. And you've got a ton of draft capital too. I think 14 picks in the first 3 rounds of these next 3 drafts. You're obviously in a good position to make some moves. I guess one of the major things, though, is the status of TJ Oshie. And at the end of the season, he had said that he was looking for a solution that would allow him to play more in the season ahead. Have you talked to him, and has there been any update on his search for that solution?
No real. I mean, he's working through it right now. We've had a number of specialists talking with him. It's probably the same as it was when I last talked to you. He's looking for a solution, and we'll work it out as we go through the summer.
Another thing that you mentioned on Breakdown Day was that you were looking for a half-wall guy on the power play, a guy who could shoot or make plays. Sounds like Dubois might be that guy. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, I think, that's up to the coaches. I think he'll get an opportunity at that. He's been a good power play guy in the past, so we'll see how it works out. The coaches can move guys around. He can be a net front if they want to go that way too, but they can also have the opportunity to use him there.
The corollary move, obviously, with moving Kemper out, you've now got a hole there besides Charlie as far as the second goaltender this season. But obviously Shepard has had 2 stupendous seasons in a row with Hershey. What's the plan or the mindset or the thought as far as how that's going to shake out? Are you in search of a proven goaltender, or do you think you elevate Hunter to that spot?
We're going to give those guys a shot. I think we're also going to look at is there an improvement we can do through trade or free agency too. All avenues are open for us on that. Charlie had a good year last year, and we'll see how he handles the number 1 role in the beginning of the year too.
When you look at all that draft capital that in the 6 years since you guys have won the Cup, you've quietly rebuilt the farm system to pretty much top half. Pretty impressive, and some of those guys have already matriculated to the NHL. How do you view the sort of stack of prospects that you have accumulated, and your thoughts on how fluid you're going to be as far as whether those picks are actually exercised or whether you use them to fill needs around the lineup?
Yeah, I think we'd like to do both, Mike. I think we'd like to, continue to draft young players. Our amateur staff's done a great job over the last few years, and then also use some picks to acquire guys or to, improve our team. I think there's we're at a stage now where we can balance both picking and making trades using the picks.
Also, Monday night, the NHL season came to an end. The North American Pro season came to an end with the dual awardings of the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup, and obviously back-to-back Calder Cup championships for the Hershey Bears for the second time in the 20-year relationship between the two teams. What does that mean for the Capitals to have those consecutive championships, to have those guys get that sort of experience on their way up the ladder?
Yeah, I think it's been huge. I mean, you look at Lapierre, who had, I don't know what the exact number was, 50 games in the NHL last year, played first round of the playoffs against the Rangers, and then went down and had the MVP of the Calder Cup. So, I mean, that's an impressive development path for him. So we're excited about what happened with him. Miroshnichenko got better as the year went on. I thought he played really well in the playoffs. Triniev showed improvements. Both our goalies have played well. I think just the experience of playing that hard of hockey, that competitive of hockey, is going to be invaluable to all our guys, and to having success, and to share that success with their teammates, and hopefully they bring it up into the NHL level, and it results in us having a better organization.
When we talked a couple of months ago after the season ended, you expressed a little bit of a reticence to dip into the free agent market. And understandable, it's fraught with peril every year at this time. But do you feel like you can address the needs that you have or that you perceive in the lineup via the trade route, or is there a chance that you may need to dip into the free agent market?
Yeah, I'd like to participate in both. I think there's a couple free agents that we have a lot of interest in, and if I think if we can work it out salary and term wise with those guys, our players, we'll be aggressive in that, and then it'd be nice to make a trade or two more too.
Well, thanks, Mac, and good luck here in the next couple of days. It's always interesting time of year to the building of the rosters.
Thanks, folks.